Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Richard White, Executive Director of Piedmont Springs Regional Airport in the city of Piedmont Springs in West Virginia. 5 years ago, we embarked on a complete $50 million terminal redesign and reconstruction. In 2 weeks' time, we will be inaugurating the terminal for the public for the first time in 5 years. We are extremely excited to be opening our new terminal, and I've come here tonight to explain our journey and to talk to you all about the growth of regional airports, especially in more rural states such as West Virginia. I'm very excited to present this to you all, and let's go through the journey of Piedmont Springs Regional Airport. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Aviation ROA, and in today's video, we're going to be doing the 4th update of Piedmont Springs Regional Airport, which is my fictional storyline airport that has lore, backstory, all of that combined into this airport, which makes it extremely unique and kind of, I guess, free reign, I guess, for me to create a whole story that just comes to my vision. And yeah, but essentially the highlight of this update is the extended terminal. As well, if you guys watched the other updates, there used to be a previous semicircle of the terminal, which was in the bottom left of your screen, if you remember. That has since been demolished to make way for this sort of L-shaped extension. The previous gates 4 and 5 are still there, which is currently in the bottom right. Those have not changed, as we used those to save as much money as possible, so those were kept. And a new L shape was extended out from where gate 3 used to be. And there are now a total of 7 gates total for the airport, and this has allowed multiple airlines to expand their frequency and overall has led to extreme growth. Even after the airport has reopened, we have seen rejuvenated growth, and I'm super excited to get into this update. Let's go. This update is taking place from the 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. time frame, so we have quite a variety of aircraft, and it's one of the busiest parts of the day, and then it picks up towards the late evening and eventually the very late midnight rush. So yeah, we have this United Express CRJ-200 parked at Gate 1. United has pretty much stayed consistent. They serve Chicago and Washington and Dulles from Piedmont Springs. So this United CRJ-200, he just arrived in from Washington Dulles about 50 minutes ago, and he's scheduled for pushback here back out to Washington Dulles here in 5 minutes. Moving down to Gate 2, here we have a US Airways Express CRJ-700 just pushing back with service out to Washington Reagan National Airport. In Piedmont Springs number 3, there was no American Eagle or US Airways, which I bundled the two together if you didn't know. For the sake of this update, US Airways and American Eagle there can operate as the same thing. So the US Airways Express CRJ-700, he's pushing out with service out to Washington Reagan. American/US Airways is going to operate 1 daily flight out to Washington Reagan, which is this flight, and then they have 3 daily flights out to Charlotte Douglas International Airport. Most of those are on American Eagle operated Embraer 145 aircraft. So it's great to welcome this new airlines, and I mean, it's great to have the new service, and I'm really excited for what's to come with American Eagle. Moving down to Gate 3, we're starting here with Delta Airlines. Here we have a Delta Airlines Boeing 717. He is just getting fueled up for his return flight out to Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, which is where he arrived in from 25 minutes ago. Delta used to have 3 daily flights to Atlanta. They were operated 2 on CRJ-900s and then a late-night MD-88. Delta has now switched to 4 daily 717s, so it marks an upgraded increase in frequency. However, we do not have the MD-88 anymore. It's been switched to just 4 daily 717s, which ultimately is higher per capacity at the end of the day. So that is great to have more frequency and some good push from Delta, which is our 2nd largest air carrier now. So he's going to be heading back out to Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson here in 30 minutes. Next up at Gate 4, here we have a Delta Connection CRJ-200. He just arrived in from New York LaGuardia about 10 minutes ago. The final bags are being unloaded before heading to baggage claim. Delta has inaugurated this new service to New York LaGuardia. It is once daily around this time frame on the CRJ-200s, and it is 7 days a week. So good to have this new frequency to New York. Delta is the first airline to serve New York from Piedmont Springs, and it's a very good connection to have. We have connections to DC, and now we have another major connection to New York. So this is a great frequency, and it's great to see Delta putting in the pressure to be our 2nd largest airline. Moving down to Gate 6, we have our largest airline by total traffic. We have Northwest Airlines, which is now operating 4 daily flights to Detroit Metropolitan Wayne County Airport aboard their Airbus A320s and mixed in with some DC-9s in there. It is quite the operation they have, I should say. They only recently began service in the previous Piedmont Springs update, so they have really amped up their game, but the demand is there, and they are really pushing for it. And from what I know, they are set to unveil a new route in the next update, and so it's only a matter of time. Northwest Airlines has also signed a lease agreement for these 2 gates down at the end of the concourse, so they are really striving. Anyway, this Northwest Airbus A320 in the final color scheme is going to be heading out to Detroit Metro. He is currently getting heavily serviced, and he should be departing out there in about 25 minutes' time. So that is going to do it for the 4th update of Piedmont Springs Regional Airport. I hope you guys did enjoy. Piedmont Springs is definitely becoming one of my favorite airports to do on the channel because of its story, and I really do like the storytelling aspect of this airport and just so much creativity in what can and cannot happen. Just think about, alternative realities where things could happen. So it's definitely fun to play with that little aspect, and I'm really excited to continue bringing this content to the channel. If you have any suggestions or want to feed into the story, please do leave a comment down below, and I'll definitely get back to you and include your suggestions in the story that is literally waiting to be told. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.